So, in a more positive situation, this is a hilarious thing that happened with Caitlin Clark. And this is, we're no longer talking too much about, all these kind of crazy things of, is Caitlin Clark being, disrespected? Is Caitlin Clark, going at her coaches and these type of things? But at the end of the day, we're now back into the funny basketball situations. But at the same time, what we are going to be talking about is this one right here, where Caitlin Clark, not Therese Weatherspoon, Jesus. I love how they said teaspoon, Natisha Heidemann. I think teaspoon is what most people call Therese Weatherspoon. But either way, Natisha Heidemann goes. So what happened is this is hilarious. So, is it show the full clip? Yeah. So Caitlin strips Natisha Heidemann, screams in her face, and then hits her with the finger whack. And then the two of them just start bursting laughing at each other. And this is one of the most funny clips where this is going to be one of those things where as soon as the first time the Stub Buds go and the first time the Stub Buds go on a stream this year, it's gonna be one of the first things that gets mentioned. You're just gonna out of nowhere suddenly start to see the Stub Buds, obviously, if they're on stream, Courtney Williams is gonna be like, oh yeah, you got blocked by Kate, you got the Kembe Mutombo finger wagged by Caitlin Clark, which is objectively funny. It is a funny situation. The two of them laughed. For me, anyway, this is a harmless, absolutely harmless, and kind of nothing burger. That being said, it is it's one of those things that people still kind of don't. They think it's a bigger deal than anything else. The whole old WNBA are like, oh yeah, we hate Caitlin Clark because of this. It's just two people joking and messing around with each other. Two people that I don't even know. I don't know if they're friends, but they're very friendly with each other. All-Star Weekend was they were calling Caitlin Clark the president. They were basically any single time her and Courtney Williams were on stream, any single time something was going wrong, it's we need to call Caitlin Clark. We need to call Caitlin Clark. And again, response, the president played too much. It's a funny joke. It is a funny joke. And I have to say, this is one of these things where some people are looking too much into this. This is two people joking with each other. This is the thing where it was over All-Star Weekend, there were players that had a problem with the Stub Buds, had a problem with their stream. And they had Caitlin Clark, and it was some people are trying to avoid him. She's like, I'm trying to find them. She was like, I'm trying to find them. But yeah, it is a funny thing. The reaction from Natisha Heidemann is hilarious. The reaction from Caitlin Clark is hilarious. That needs to be made a GIF. Just that face into the finger wag. That face into the finger wag needs to be made a GIF. But this is in a day of weird stuff and going at some people. And I saw I watched a video about the Stephanie White video. Basically Stephanie White, it was Caitlin Clark is who Stephanie White was supposed to be, and it's personal. I don't agree with that, but there is a few points in that video I agree with. People keep asking me to react to it. But in a day where that's kind of going semi-viral on circles, in my opinion, the biggest point that I agree with is I do believe Kelly Krauskopf and Stephanie White are a package deal. And I believe Amber Cox is there as well. I think the only way you're getting rid of Stephanie White, I think Kelly Krauskopf is the only GM in the WNBA that would trade Caitlin Clark. For me, that is, in my opinion, she is the only GM in the league that would trade Caitlin Clark in order to keep their coach. So yeah, it is an interesting one, but with the whole, argument situation where, Caitlin and Breanna in January were getting into it on the bench, and Caitlin and Steph White were getting into it on the court. Like, just all of these things where you're like, it just is a weird day all around, and to have a completely just non-controversial, funny moment, for me anyway, is at least a good sign. Like, I can make a video laughing about something going semi-viral that isn't calling for Stephanie White's head, which Colin Cowherd, I think, pretty much did. Like, I think Colin Cowherd pretty much called for Stephanie White's head. And at a time when I mean this, from a fan perspective, fans calling for Steph White's head should not be a surprise. Like, it should not be a surprise. That's the way things are in sports. When a team is playing a style of play that the fans don't like, and they're not being super successful with it, and you can say, oh, they nearly made the finals last year. Yeah, but they were sub 500 without Caitlin Clark. And don't say, oh, they were one game above 500. No, they were sub 500. The last two, they played against the Mystics bench and the Lynx's bench, and they went out with their proper rotations. No, they were sub 500. It really was a case where, it was just kind of a nothing situation, but or nothing games. But yeah, anyway, that is as one of those things where I do feel like we might as well have a video talking about Caitlin Clark going viral for something that is just wholesome and funny, rather than having to worry about all the ins and outs and intricate details of the craziness that sometimes can surround Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever and everything else. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this means anything? You guys think every time she is referred to as teaspoon, I keep calling her Teresa Weatherspoon. Tisha Heidemann. Tisha Heidemann and Caitlin Clark now hate each other or whatever it is, or this is just a situation where the two of them are just laughing. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, the two of them both found it absolutely hilarious with the finger wag. So, and Caitlin doesn't block too many shots, doesn't get a chance to Dikembe wag somebody, and it's very rare that she blocks a player that doesn't despise her and would find it hilarious if she did that.